Cord.
Huh. It's like 11:06. Hey, how you doing? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Apartment 814. Uh, Starring myself, Think Weaver, the most important person of the group. Anima, the second most important person of the group. Then there's the other two.
What? Excuse me.
That's the
I'm on a roll with these intros, man.
I see. So we're gonna open this up with that Black Air Force energy this morning, guys.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, just
How you
love
guys
being a
doing
first
this
place
morning?
loser.
I'm hungry and waiting for sustenance.
Oh, you didn't
Mm.
eat. You didn't eat before
I
the show?
feel that. I didn't eat either, actually.
I didn't. I couldn't.
Come on, guys.
We're saving our appetites for those Memorial Day cookouts in the rain. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
Everybody going out to those cookouts tomorrow, huh?
No,
Not if it looks like how it looks right now.
not really.
Raining.
Just thought it would sound good.
So, yeah, today we have kind of a one-track mind today.
Well, no, for today's podcast,
Yeah, for the podcast.
and in honoration of my Memorial Day, we're going to remember our favorite gaming icons.
So what
I mean, yeah.
been dormant for like 3 years. Like, no news, no nothing.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who dares awaken my slumber?
Sega.
Apparently.
Wait, which version of Sega? The one with the nice Sega, or I think of the
Sega.
what is this like?
Sega.
Sega.
We're talking about the ones who thought it would be a good idea to drop like 8 consoles in the span of 3 years. And when they finally got it right, ran out of money and basically said, well, there goes that.
Ran out of money, and unfortunately, they had to become a sad way to,
A
especially
third party.
especially with their console actually being way ahead of its time.
Kind of all of them were. Like, they had the first disk drive system. Well, no, maybe not the first, but the first notable one.
That would be. I mean, that's the Genesis, but like
The Genesis. What? I said
I'm
disc.
sorry, the Saturn. I said the Genesis. Where the
So
I
wait,
know,
was the
right?
Saturn before the CD?
I believe so.
No. So it was Master System, Genesis, CD, and Saturn, and yes.
Yeah.
Dreamcast, bro. Don't even get me started. I can't even.
The Dreamcast was a bomb.
It was way ahead. They were like, I don't know who at Sega was like, yo, we need a console that can connect to the internet, though. Like, think about that.
They did
I don't know
that.
who said that.
They did that with Genesis.
Fantasy
Actually,
Star Online, bro.
What now?
they did that with Genesis. Actually, there was like
Lies.
so there was this thing
What?
called this. There was a thing called the Sega Channel, and what you had to do was actually connect your Genesis to the internet so that you can actually pay to play games that would load up into the Genesis money for a subscription. So you played like I think there was a Genesis version of Mega Man where it had like it had like Mega Man 1 and 2, and like another version of Mega Man that had like both Mega Man 1 and two's weapon systems in it. And I believe there was like a whole bunch of
That's wild.
it was called the Sega Channel.
That was almost as wild as when I found out that Sega had like a motion control peripheral for the Genesis. That's when I knew that Sega was doing too much,
Yeah.
and that was years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, sheesh, the Nomad, that was good enough.
So
Handheld system that you can just play the actual games on.
Sega was definitely ahead of its time, and the Sega Channel actually came out in 1994.
Mm.
So think about that. Like technically, I guess 1995 because it came out in December 1990. But like, it was on the Genesis of all, just the Genesis, not like how Nintendo kept with they kept their ways because they were super focused on what they wanted. but Sega was trying everything. I guess you could
So
say they were ahead of its time.
was Nintendo too slow or was Sega just too fast?
Sega might have just been too fast, actually. You know, take that metaphor and crank it up to reality. I think that's what actually led to their eventual downfall.
Hmm.
Like,
Starting things off with a bang. So, brief history of Sega's ingenuity ahead of its time aside, we're actually talking about Sonic today. If you haven't figured it out, the blue blur, the hedgehog with an attitude.
Sonic,
Uh,
the man that has a yeah or nah kind of career going for himself.
we're not gonna talk about his career right now. We're celebrating his birthday. How rude of you, Sync. Gosh, give the guy a break. He's got more than just video games up his arsenal. Gosh.
Teak my celebrity.
How about them Archie comics, my man?
Dead.
Still though, they were great while they lasted. You know what I'm saying? People don't give enough credit to those games
Archie is dead.
from that same era, by the way. Because a lot of people missed that there are some games that really didn't tie into the comics as much, but like were underneath of like the mainstream scenes, so to speak. But we'll get into that.
Well,
I just wanted to say if there's one thing that all of us have in common aside from loving video games, we actually all are Sonic fans. So let's dive into that.
let's first give like a because we're all Sonic fans. Let's give a brief what our first Sonic games were. See if we're all Sonic fans.
Jeez.
I
feel
We
like
can't. We
I'm
can't.
on the chopping block this morning.
Listen, we can't. We can't disappoint the Sonic fans lest they
Alright,
come
I'm
at
not gonna-
at our necks.
Okay.
Like
Fakers. I'll
fakers.
be honest. I believe my first one was 3 because after a while they started packaging it with the Genesis. Right? It was 3, right? Or was it 2?
It was 2.
It was 2?
Two.
Okay, 2. Like what I just said, 2. And then I said, oh my god,
You're on thin ice.
I need the first one. No.
I
No,
mean,
hold
1
on. Don't
and
let me-
or 2.
Hold on. Don't let me
Count.
find wait. Hold on. Don't let me find that Genesis packaging image and it says 3 on it. Hold on.
I think that there might have been some with 3, but 2 is the one that everybody got.
Yeah, it's 2. I had 2 as well.
Is it 2? Okay. One of
Yeah.
them.
I'm
It,
pretty sure.
it wasn't 1. I know that.
Mine technically was 2, but like it's because somebody else had it on their Sega Nomad. Can you imagine your first time playing Sonic being on a handheld? And then like I got my hands on one a little bit later. But I was like 3 or something. So the fact that I was even managing to play the game at 3 and then 4 was like crazy. Think back to it, I'm just like, sheesh. One of my earliest childhood memories of a game is like Tetris, Mario, some spaceship game, and Sonic. Like those were the first games I remember playing in my life.
Oh, those are some good memories. Those are some good memories.
Just remember drowning in the chemical plant zone.
Let's drown.
Yes, that anxiety-inducing music.
Oh.
It affects everyone to this day.
Yeah. One of my first childhood experiences with games is I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Look, Dad, he's drowning.
Drowning.
So,
What about
with
you?
that said, design.
I just said 2.
You said 2.
Oh, you said 2.
Yeah, like
yeah,
that's
2.
going to be like a majority of people simply
Oh.
because after a while you bought the Genesis, it came with the damn Genesis. It's like
Also, skeptic. Are you taking note or are you taking tallies?
Yeah, he's taking Taylor. He heard it.
Okay,
I know. I don't
Uh-huh.
even care.
taking tallies.
He's the one who's I'm gonna use his real name because it isn't a real name. It is a moniker. That's his stage name.
Well,
let's see.
I will feel my oldness to you guys and say that it's 1. My
So
mom,
what, dude? They're like separated by what, 1-2 years?
But
listen,
like
listen. My mom was like, "All right, so the SNES cost $159, but the Genesis costs $129." And they're saying there's this really cheap game that they're so she looked at the marketing first and she saw that this game was cheaper and got Sonic 1 in the Sega Genesis. And I had a blast. Sonic 1
I know, right?
was a great game. I mean, it
Back
wasn't Super
in my
Mario
day,
World.
we had 3 buttons.
Super Mario World.
Back in my day, you couldn't spin dash in Green Hill Zone.
Actually, there was a Sega Genesis controller that had 6, 7, 8, and then like the D-pad, it had like 8 buttons and a D-pad. It had
It's like a
shoulder
turbo
buttons.
controller. Yeah, I remember that. That was more for fighting games.
Right. I never got Mortal Kombat.
You know what's funny? My first console came with Donkey Kong Country and Mortal Kombat. It was the Super Nintendo. I didn't actually get the Genesis till way later because my parents were like one or the other, basically. And I got Mortal Kombat, and once again, as like 3-4-year-old tops, I just couldn't like understand why everybody was freaking out and having so much fun with all of the violence and blood. I said to my neighbors, mind you, y'all can have this game because they asked for it. They were just like thrilled, and I said, y'all got that. And then I just kept Donkey Kong Country. I kind of regret that though. Feel like I could have gotten a lot out of fighting games if I just kept that game and learned from there. But yeah.
So speaking of that, my cousins actually had their Genesis, which I didn't understand like how censorship worked. Nintendo.
It didn't.
It didn't.
Like, well, they had a version of Mortal Kombat where there was no blood, and then they went to the Genesis. It was just like blood and gore everywhere. I didn't understand what that was, but like Sega Genesis just didn't care. Like blood and gore, sure, fine. That was also the incident where they were just like, "Oh, check this shit out." They pulled out Sonic 2, and me just getting Sonic 1. I was like, "Where'd the second game come from?" And I don't know I don't know like where I was at that time. I don't know if I time skipped, but Sonic 2 was just amazing. It's not my favorite, but it certainly is like one of the best Sonic games.
What do you mean it's not
One
your
of the
favorite?
most important. So,
His is 3 Knuckles.
yeah, my favorite's 3. I mean,
Why?
why not?
Because it's huge. Like, I only had Knuckles. I didn't even have 3, so, my parents. I had to put Sonic 2 into the cartridge and play as Knuckles through Chemical Plant Zone and watch him drown. I didn't get to play through 3 until the Sonic Mega Collection was released for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox.
Yeah, they split it in half, and there's one game in this and one game in that, and then to put it together, thought they were clever with their own little, what was it? I don't know I forgot what it's called, but they tried to be clever, saying like, "This is our new system this is our new system we're gonna do with all our games, one cartridge on top of another." But instead, they were just like, "We're gonna split the game up due to time and memory."
Yeah, I mean, they're not wrong for doing it though. It's such a great like back in that time gaming experience. The only thing that really kind of like compares to the scale, in my opinion, is actually Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance, and that you could take your save from the first game and apply it to the second one
Oh, I
and
love
just
that.
keep it going. That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was like 140 hours solid um of like gameplay on the Game Boy Advance. That's a lot.
Yeah, Sega did.
Even for an RPG.
Sega didn't that handheld. They had they had a couple handheld systems, right? Said that
Game Gear?
they had the Game Gear.
Yeah.
But
The Nomad was just a portable Sega Genesis though. That I just didn't see anybody topping that. It wasn't the first thing to do it. I think the other one was the Neo Geo series had something that did that. Where
Yeah.
the console did like a switch thing and just kind of popped out.
Yeah.
Um, but just why did the Game Boy come out of nowhere? I just don't understand. Like, I don't hate the Game Boy. Don't get me wrong, or the resulting DS line of systems. But how did we already have access to technology that could allow you to just play the games as they were in their consoles
Too.
on the go, and then we ended up
We
with
just-
a handheld that didn't do that and loved it?
We just came back full circle like 25 years. Like, look, a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
You can play your games on the go. Full
And my mom was like,
console.
"Oh!" I don't know, man.
Oh my god, we can do that now.
It's crazy. But again, enough about Sega.
All
We
about
ain't gonna get
Sonic.
into Sega and how much we regret their undoing.
Well, the reason why I keep pulling Sega back up is their presentation. You guys have saw it on Sonic Central, on their YouTube channel. You guys saw their live streams. I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
they came
Yeah.
out with this Nintendo-esque, kind of like showcase. Or
It was kind of a directy, wasn't it?
right, and
Sega Direct.
basically, and they were showing us like a couple things that were out, some cameos for Sonic, of which he's going to be showcasing himself in, and basically a remaster of a game that you guys like but I don't. And
Excuse me?
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
I
God,
said
here we
it.
go.
I've had this conversation before years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, he did say that.
And
I hope there's
just
a
a
tally for how many times the Sync Weaver can like offend me in a way that I wasn't expecting today. I didn't even play Colors. I can't say I hate it, but dang, man.
well, they also showed a little bit of just like a, I guess you could say, a trailer, not even a trailer, just like, hey guys, we're coming out with a new game.
It's called a teaser.
It's very common.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah. Well, listen, I was expecting something, and
Well, let's analyze.
bro. That's what they've been doing at like the past like 3 or 4 Sonic games. It's been like
I
oh, okay, a
understand.
teaser.
I understand.
Aliens.
I mean,
under-
they've been
I know
doing
it,
that since
aliens.
the
No,
beginning
not
of
even.
time.
I understand.
The last one was like it was like Sonic featuring Sonic, and we were like, Nani? Wait,
Yeah, that one was probably the biggest one where they were just like, wait,
freaking generations. We were like, wait, hold up.
does Sonic have a son?
It's like Sonic and Sonic.
It's
More
like
like a clone.
Devil May Cry featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry
So-
series.
So classic Sonic chronology timeline connection confirmed.
Unfortunately.
Because I swore that Sonic Adventure was like a reset. I swore it was, but it's apparently not. That shit is hard canon at this point.
I don't know, man.
I don't even know if the proper timeline to all this.
The one that didn't get reset.
All I have to say is aliens.
Gotta love them.
Sonic coming out with this. Also, they talked about like two new shows. I think there's like one.
Sonic.
There's like, yeah, some, I don't know what I'm calling it, but like there was like a cute cartoon of Sonic that they showed a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Rise of the Wisps.
Planet Wisp.
Yeah, and then there was Sonic Prime. They said it was.
Sonic Prime.
Also, Roger Craig Smith is back as the voice of Sonic.
Yay.
Or was probably there for this last bit of his contract for the voice of Sonic.
It's like, nope, you have one more thing to do, and or Sega was like, please come back, please.
No, I'm pretty sure it was in production, this whole time.
I don't know. We don't know what really went behind the scenes, but he's going to be here for just a bit longer. Tires again.
I think he just came back to say, hey guys, if you like the sound of my voice, go see Rise of the Wisps.
Play Resident Evil.
So wait,
7?
Sonic Boom canceled. Sonic Boom
It-
canceled.
Sonic Boom
No.
has been
It sounds like a
canceled.
short of sorts, or
No,
not a short, but like
Sonic
a
Boom.
movie.
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. He can run
Sonic Boom.
really fast.
Sonic
So,
Boom.
have you
Yeah,
guys watched Sonic Boom?
Homing,
Really?
attacking.
I've seen multiple
ass.
episodes. I haven't consistently watched it.
So that show is canceled
Okay.
because it only had 2 seasons.
Okay.
And yeah, apparently they were great.
Yeah.
But the Sonic Boom brand died the moment it was announced.
Well, it didn't have a good first. Seeing how the games wasn't
Honestly, that wasn't a smart decision.
with what? Canceling Sonic Boom.
No, the original, like the thought of doing it. I don't. It's,
Wait, let's go into the logistics of that. So,
okay.
new generation coming up of children, and the only ones who cared really that Sonic Boom was as it was were people who are long-term fans of Sonic. But you know, you want to catch the eye of a new audience. You kind of cater to what that audience is already liking. And that new audience was supposed to be younger kids, and if you compare Sonic Boom to children's shows that were coming out around that time, well,
Because the show
Was
did
pretty
great.
Okay, I suppose you're not wrong when you say that.
So the show was fun, which understandable. It had everything a kid would possibly like. The game, on the other hand, was not just like, I guess, visually poor, but it was piss poor. It was bad and crappy.
I vote that we don't even have to talk about it.
Like,
Yeah,
if
We
you,
no.
all know how we feel about the game.
yeah, no, the reason I said that is I don't think Skeptic was talking about the gameplay itself. I think he was purely talking about like the redesign of Sonic.
Yeah, and
Right.
y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of hard resets.
so the whole
Eh,
the exercise tape thing, I don't think the people
This
who
man
were
said this man said exercise.
well, yeah, I don't think anybody who was redesigning these characters understood how exercise tape actually like functions and how it's supposed to look. I guess they were
I'm running
trying.
the tally at 4.
I guess they were trying to be like, okay, it'll look cool if they had their exercise tape look like this all over their limbs.
Well, no, I thought they were going for like a down in Tasmania.
I guess, I don't know, but you don't put exercise tape on your shoes and expect it to stay.
Because they were supposed to be like wilderness-esque.
I mean, sure. That's
I
I
need
mean,
you.
hey,
I need you to stop saying the combination of words exercise tape.
I know, right? like this was not rolling around at the speed of sound, Sonic.
I mean that's what they were. So
This was
I'm only telling you what it was wrapped around their arms.
it's an exercise tape.
Bro, they
So
tried.
is that so Rock Lee is using exercise tape?
Yeah. Can't just I mean the technical term is exercise tape. Not just bandages. Bandages are applied to wounds.
Okay.
I mean,
Exercise tape.
this is me being like my literal self right now. So pardon me. You could just ignore all that because I know out there was like just stick with the general term and just call them bandages or something.
Bandages.
Hey, fine.
Exercise tape.
Whatever.
Exercise tape.
If the whole cast was rocking it, is it really exercise tape?
I mean, the only one who applied it correctly was Amy. So it may be Tails. No. Yeah, maybe Tails.
Yeah,
But
all right. Well, it sounds like we're talking about an actual exorcism. So, I mean, look, we get it. The character designs were less than ideal. All right. You can call me Shoulders. And like Chris Redfield, I punched you both. You'll get there when you're older.
Oh my
Yo, that's hilarious. I've never heard that. I'm going to remember that.
Sorry, I'm just thinking
Like, that's
back
what the
to.
internet was calling them. It was calling them Shoulders instead of Knuckles.
My God, bro. No, but like, just that phrase, bro. You can call me shoulders.
I mean, I can understand why they made Knuckles big. He's supposed to be the strong guy, so I
Right.
understood. I understood that. I was like, all right, I'll try to see that as not just like bit fat ass Knuckles with shoulders, who
He
is
had that buff
apparently
chest. You know what I mean?
he
The
they
new
also
Pokemon on the block.
made him just a tad dumber. I don't know.
Oh,
Ow.
no,
Man, he always was
that would
kind of
ex-
dumb.
that would
He's-
explain why he skipped leg day. Sorry.
He was
Test
easily
Knuckles.
tricked. I wouldn't say he was dumb. I would
I
say
mean, wait, so
Naive.
no,
Kind of gullible.
he's
naive,
gullible, but that doesn't
gullible.
mean dumb.
Yeah,
but bro, like that's been the case since
Oh,
his
Beginning.
he's always kind of been
literally in Sonic 3. What happened?
Sonic 3, Knuckles was gullible. He wasn't dumb.
gullible.
He was tricked. He didn't know who Sonic was. He was just like, some person's coming to my island to take my gem. Not today. Boof. What's this? You dropped your Chaos Emeralds. I'm going to take that and spread it throughout the island, even though I know there's a legacy behind the Chaos Emeralds connecting to my island, which prompts you to actually power them up and use them later.
In the original timeline, but in that Sonic Mania time,
They're both the same.
are they? Tell
Yes.
that to Sonic Forces.
I
Okay,
don't know.
so
I'm not sure how I feel about the Sonic 3 timeline.
The time shenanigans that turned into Sonic Forces.
I did not like how Sega was just like, oh yeah, Sonic Mania Sonic went into Sonic Forces. I'm sitting here like,
Look,
trying
now
to-
it just sounds like you're complaining. Why are you even talking about forces? We aren't talking about forces. We're talking about this timeline right now.
that's what I'm
Because-
talking about, because I'm trying to figure out like why they did that.
Because the time warping in Sonic Mania literally led to the plot of Sonic Forces.
We're not gonna
True,
talk
but I
not
just
gonna
want to
talk
talk
about
about how Knuckles punched Supersonic so hard he knocked the emerald out.
A mystery to this very day.
And how he just straight up chuckled after he acted. He acts like he don't chuckle, but there it is right there. He's chuckling. I would too after I knocked Supersonic on his ass. I mean, it's a little.
No, but you're right though. I go front though. Thinking I talk smack about like Sonic 3 was my least favorite, but but like that first level is literally one of my favorite Sonic levels. So I don't know.
So here we go. Now the shoe's on the other foot, where
It is.
you don't
is,
like
it is,
Sonic
it is.
3, possibly
is.
Knuckles, not sure, but
It
I
is.
don't
But
like
I love-
Sonic Colors.
But
The
like,
shoe's on the other foot.
but freaking flying battery is like everything to me.
He loves flying battery. That's all he played Sonic 3 up
Man.
the flying battery and was like, I'm done.
It's kind of goaded. It's goaded, bro. It's just a good stage. I don't know, man. It's got a good song. Well, all of them have good songs nearly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like that's like the glue that like holds Sonic together is the music acquisition.
So apparently, it was because of the music that made it so confusing for Sonic 3 and Knuckles to be one game. Like some of the collections that they were trying to come out with.
We're just gonna do that. Okay.
What, the music?
No, it's okay. Keep going.
What, the transition? What, me changing the subject?
Yo, actually, real quick,
The
are we
AI.
all attending that? Yes, the Aeon Anima has an announcement. They are doing a concert free online for us to watch them perform the best Sonic music, including
time?
Crush 40.
I don't.
I don't remember the exact time, but
don't.
they announced it on the direct.
Somebody put it in the chat.
I don't know if I want to attend. I remember their last concert had a loud screeching sound.
I mean, maybe they fixed that this time.
You know what? I'm
So-
good. You guys enjoy.
No, this would be very interesting. I would love to see a mix of heavy metal and classic orchestra. Because if I don't hear anything from Unleashed, I'm gonna be upset.
Well, I mean, Crush 40. I don't think they did much with Unleash's
Bro,
music.
no, they did. It was basically orchestra.
but it was still good.
Oh,
It
can
was
they get
it
that?
was phenomenal. Good. Understatement.
Can they get that console from? I mean that concert. No, I'm sorry. The orchestra that they used to do
Sega with
Unleashed
another
because
console.
they
Holy crap!
murdered it.
Freaking Japanese Philharmonic, bro. And it's like, but
Yes, please play some Unleashed music. We need it.
Highly underrated, I believe.
it really shouldn't be. Like, it's easily top 5 Sonic OSTs, top 3.
Well, the game itself is under. The
Yeah,
music
oh,
is
yeah.
not underrated. Everybody will acknowledge the music, but the game itself is underrated.
No, I'm not gonna sit here in front though. When I saw the Sonic Unleashed trailer, like I had to do like double, triple, quadruple takes because like that when did that come out? 2008 or 2009?
Somewhere
Like
around that time, yeah.
Either 08 or 09.
Well,
Man,
okay, now it came out after 08, obviously.
no, you're thinking about 06.
Oh yeah. Was it? No, yeah. Okay, so I got my times mixed up. My bad.
I know.
So yeah, I
But,
think. No, yeah, you're right. 2008.
Yeah, I believe 2008 or like really early 2009. I'm not sure. But that daytime Sonic was like the closest thing to like freaking Sonic CD boom intro that Sonic has ever been. Like that first trailer should have blew everyone away with the freaking daytime and Unleashed.
Well-
Nighttime aside, that daytime running had never. Man.
Would you believe though that like the boost formula really started in Sonic Rush? Like
It did.
That.
Yeah,
It absolutely did.
it did.
Woof.
Like, that paved the way.
It really did. It truly did.
And
Like,
the aerial
'cause-
tricks. I gotta remember that that's
Wait,
the thing
hold
in there.
on. I want to see something here. When did Sonic Hero?
2003.
Really, that was
2003.
2003, right?
Or 2004. One of the two.
Sonic Rush come out.
After that.
2005.
So
So
it was after the Advanced trilogy because it was on the DS.
Right.
Nobody seems to talk about this, but
What?
in the special stages in Sonic Heroes, people usually they kept tapping down and kept mashing the B button to boost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I broke multiple controllers doing that shit.
Yeah, you only had to hold it, so it was a literal boost.
Yeah, I figured it out like years later after the fact. But
So can we count Sonic Heroes as also like a boost formula?
I mean,
Prototype.
Maybe.
for it to be used in the Emerald Chase, can we discuss how the Sonic Heroes was the worst Emerald system, in my opinion? I'm sorry, no, like
I can agree.
no, like first of all, just getting
Wait.
to the stage.
Are you saying that on top of Sonic Advance's Emerald system? Like
10
That
times
was
easier?
very- That
10
was very
times
between
easier.
the ones though.
Let me
there were
explain
some that were
why.
easier than others.
Like,
I'll explain why.
even the skydiving one in the first Sonic Advance?
All right, look, we're not going to talk about that.
I'm good. Let me explain why. Like, I'm not talking about the Emerald Zone itself. Like,
How to
understand that getting to the stage, to the Emerald stage in Sonic Heroes is the worst method of Emerald like access I've ever witnessed. Like, do you remember, Sync?
You had
How
to,
to access?
yeah, you had to find a key stage.
Oh, that's not all you had to do. You had to find the key and what else?
I mean,
I believe you had to make it to the end of the stage, and not only that, you could only find certain emeralds with specific teams.
Well, no, you had to find emeralds for every team.
You had to avoid. I want to say death, but I think it was damage. You had to avoid damage after getting the key.
Is it that? I thought it was avoid.
I believe it was damage. No, I remember like getting smacked like after getting the key and it just vanished. I could be wrong. Somebody quote that, but like I swear it was after you get the key in the stage or wherever the hell you are. You cannot take damage, and you have to make it all the way to the end of the stage.
That's a huge yikes.
I swear it was that.
And maybe it was, but I've blocked out a lot of Sonic Heroes
Man,
and Shadow the Hedgehog. don't remember much. I mean, like, oh, don't get me wrong. Playing through the levels as Team Sonic was all I ever really wanted. Like, if the game just focused around them and did a whole bunch of stages and did it right, I would think Sonic Heroes was an incredible game.
And honestly, Sync, what you said about the advance, what was it? Advance? You were talking about their emerald levels. Those are some of the okay. Those are some of my favorites.
Okay.
I guess I don't know why. It might because of the music that I was playing and the actual fun of getting the emerald. I'm trying to remember.
Well,
The first one was like a spring. I didn't even really play Sonic Advance 2 that much. I only got my hands on it slightly.
No, 2 was kind of crappy. Like you were chased by this robot thing. It was kind of weird.
uh,
3 was
And
3 was fire.
I would
pretty good.
I would say that for me, 2 was like the most annoying, but
annoying.
It
Yeah,
was
you're right.
annoying, but after you've done it, you find a pattern. Like it's basically they do a big old circle or pattern that you have to follow, and you can always like jump into the robot. But I thought that was the most annoying, but the easiest for me because I didn't have to fight depth perception in the first and the third, where the third you're on a plane, which
Yes, man. The
I
biplane.
think that one was pretty easy, but it was, I thought that one's like probably the most functional and fine. While the first one was just like I had to fight depth perception just to get all those rings and not get like killed or anything like that or lose the rings. So
Yeah.
I never really was bothered by the second one because Sonic Advance 2 is my favorite advance game. Just like for the sheer speed of it all and
You know
how the
what?
level design worked.
3 was
I
mine.
can understand that because the boss fights in 2 where they get points for originality. Like that was the first. Okay, that's a whole ass lie. I was about to say that's the first time.
Lot,
It's not the first time, but it's one of the earliest times like Sonic had like running boss fights.
right.
Was it?
Yes, and people were actually divided. I believe Some Call Me Johnny did a review on 3, and he asked a whole bunch of people their favorites, their likes and dislikes to Sonic Advance. People always would say, I dislike the Emerald system, where all of them was like different, where the first one was kind of just simple. You just needed to find the spring, and they're always in the same spot. The second
Yes.
one had special rings, but it was laid out in a set pattern level, so you had to go that way if you were trying to get the emeralds. So you couldn't really deviate from a path or explore the level. And 3, you had to find 10 Chow. Some people, I think people all agreed that Sonic Advance 3's had
Oh,
like
bro,
the
3 had a
worst.
Chow Garden. I forgot.
Yeah, 3.
I thought 1 had a Child Garden, not the second. Not
But
the
but
third.
but
No.
it
They
was
all
one.
they all had like something involving like Chow mini games and something like
But
a
an
mini
actual
Chow
Child Garden was only on the first one.
mini
How
Chow
do I
garden.
know this? Because I used it in conjunction with Sonic Adventure 2 until I couldn't, and then I had to get all my rings working my part-time job running City Escape for them 500 rings a pop.
Damn.
Doing the Chow mission. Had a whole formula, bro. It took me 5 minutes to get 500 rings, and I did that for maybe an hour. It was a
Well-
long and arduous journey.
Panic.
Yes.
What's your favorite Sonic game?
Mm.
You have 15 seconds.
Pressure on
Generations.
Oh,
Not surprised.
He did
Why?
it in 6 seconds.
Well, it would be a cliche to say it's a culmination of all the best parts of Sonic, but because I actually liked Unleashed, but the werewolf sections were just annoying. So Generations was just Unleashed without the werewolf section.
Fair enough.
That's all it needed to be.
Yeah.
they had
And do some classic Sonic in there just for the shits
So-
and giggles.
For the
Much
fans.
appreciated. Yeah.
So, fun fact. When they were making Sonic Unleash, they wanted Sonic Unleashed to be like a kind of like a longer game. And they wanted something to have children to have fun with. And it's not because of just God of
Oh, yeah.
War or that, but they wanted a combat system to also pad out the game. Which there's a whole entire thing with whole Werehog thing, but they wanted Unleashed to be like the best it could be. But higher up said that because of the Unleashed engine, how fast Sonic was, people would play the game and beat it in like a day. That was their major
Man,
complaint.
Not uncommon.
That
man,
was their major complaint.
just make longer levels.
That would have taken a lot more work.
You have to
apparently.
think about that. Sonic, no matter how long the level is, it'll take like either 5 or 7 minutes for Sonic to just blast through it.
I mean, that was fine. I had zero complaints about the level design of Unleashed Daytime.
Right.
That was
so
supposed to be what it was.
So it's not like longer levels. We probably need maybe more levels, maybe, because he blasts through these levels in a matter of like 3 to 5 minutes, which is fine for us. But people like up in the higher ups in terms of these companies, especially since leadership changed in Sega Corporation, they feared how fast people were playing these games and beating it. So there had to be a way to pad out time. And I'm not saying this in like, I'm saying this in a neutral stance. Just explaining.
Man,
Exactly.
they're worrying about the wrong things.
Well,
That's the problem.
they're worried about the numbers. They beat the game fast, then they won't go back to like play the game again or be tied over until they make the next Sonic
Wow.
game.
So you're telling me that
Well, that's
I
ass
beat my
backwards.
Sonic game fast
Right.
by going fast.
Right.
I'd be done with it. I'm sorry.
Right.
But maybe I'm here because I want to go fast.
Right. I mean that.
Maybe there is a thing called speedrunning. I don't know. Maybe they weren't
Listen,
aware.
I'm sorry, and that's a poor excuse, in my
Well,
opinion.
Well, when they made Sonic Generations, right, they were celebrating Sonic's birthday and his anniversary.
Yeah, like
they-
what,
the
20 years?
or
no,
20th.
20th.
20th? Was
Ugh.
it the 20th? Wow.
Because like every 10 is something fucking amazing.
Apparently.
So
Because the 10th anniversary was like what? Adventure 2?
Was it?
2001?
was it
Mm.
because isn't it 5 years? Every 5
No,
years they come up with something
like
great?
every 5 years he does something, but every 10 years is usually like the like higher end game.
Well, it was because of like that thought process with the stairs. That's half the reason why the Werehog exists.
You know what that tells me? This next Sonic game is about to be hot liquid magma.
Honestly, I feel like the gap in time between the games makes me think that they're going to put more time and love into it. They bring out so many rushed games.
Oh,
Pun
Fun.
not intended.
another
I don't
fun
like the
fact.
fact that they go too fast with their production cycle, you know?
So another fun fact: when Sonic Mania came out, which was mainly head up by a bunch of Americans who just really loved Sonic the Hedgehog, Christian Whitehead and Thomas Wiley with Head Cannon, right? And they made Sonic Mania, and it came out, and everybody loved it. And then when Sonic Forces came out, and people were just like, it's not Sonic Mania though. Sonic Mania was just like great. And Sonic Forces is
Okay.
iffy.
See, and now we get to the divide.
Yeah, so when that happened, the devs in Sonic Forces kind of felt humiliated. And they were just like, okay, so we need to put Sonic in the oven an extra long time. So we're not going to say anything for a while about the new game that we're making.
Cool. So hopefully it's good.
Simon Tomley. Sorry, his name is Simon Tomley.
But yeah, that teaser trailer, there was like some sort of digital aspect going on. You guys want to talk about it?
I don't know. It's either digital or some type of like foreign alien. Like,
Oh, we already got the Wisp. Come on, man.
I mean, it could still be aliens.
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 Even if it is, man, I just hope there's not some weird gameplay gimmick. Can we just get Sonic?
Oh,
Man, that's what we've been getting, bro. I want Sonic and Friends.
no.
I don't want Sonic and Friends. I don't mind Sonic and Friends, but think of it this way. Sonic and Friends started it with Adventure. It
Right.
wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. Sonic stages played exactly as you would expect. In fact, those stages were nice and fleshed out and felt good. I don't know. It wasn't the best control scheme compared to 2. Obviously, you're gonna make improvements. but like he had a lot of stages, you know. Like if it was just him, I would have been fine with it. Although I wouldn't have realized that the whole entire intertwining stories thing, would have been so crucial to the plot.
Hmm.
I didn't hate Knuckles stages. Who really did? They were pretty great. You fly around and search for stuff. It's not the most fun, but it was a nice break from go fast.
But
Tails
like,
stages were just like go fast, but beat Sonic. They were shorter. There was like 5 of them. Who cares? The Amy stages were like this suspense thing going on. But I
Being
like the fact
chased.
that she didn't move as fast, but she still had like a linear path, and a lot of stuff revolved around her hammer with combat and with mobility. It wasn't terrible. Then there's Big the Cat, because we need to put Sega Bash Fishing in here or whatever.
And there
And then
was
of course E102, where they premiered their shooting
oh, Gamma.
had like
stages.
the best character arc for some reason.
Yeah, we already went over that. But with that said, it wasn't terrible. But then they kind of, simplified it a little bit more, and they were just like, well, what were the best 3 things? These shooting stages, these treasure hunting stages, and these speed stages. Sonic 2 was born. I mean, Sonic Adventure 2. So, great. Now, the idea here is that you've built 3 existing control schemes or like stage designs that work. All that goes out the window for Sonic Heroes. But like,
Man.
there's still all these characters.
Man, Sonic Heroes was a good idea with a poor execution.
Yes,
So,
it was.
There was, I would say, the only complaints I have about that.
The only
Team
complaints?
Team
Okay.
Chaotix and probably Team Dark should have just been its own mode.
What, you didn't like seeing freaking
No.
Charming, Vector,
No.
and SBO
No.
from
No.
out the brink?
No,
You didn't like finding the computer room?
Ugh.
No.
Please.
You didn't like.
no.
Don't take me back there.
No.
You didn't like freaking Metal Sonic pulling a Voldemort. Like, nah, I'm still here, bitch.
That's
That I
all,
appreciate it.
that's whatever. That's whatever. Just all of Team Chaotix was just like annoying, and I hated myself. And the damn haunted mansion can go burn in a fire.
Whoa. Hold on.
Mystic Mansion?
Sorry.
The only thing that shouldn't
I must
burn
now.
is the music.
You're talking about the level itself, and you know what? I'm not mad at you for that. But
Just the Team
but
Chaotix version.
you need to. Okay, fair enough. But like, understand that freaking Handcastle and Mystic Mansion, 2 of the best songs in the whole game.
I know it's fire. I know the song's fire, and I know the stage is fine. I'm just saying Team Chaotix, that whole entire thing could burn in a fire. I didn't like it.
You know what's crazy though? The guy who collaborated with Jun Sonoyo on those 2 tracks is the DJ at the concert, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta cross-check that.
Yeah.
But he's one of like the main OG sound producers or game or music producers in Sonic Sound Team. And he's DJing. I recognize the name, but I just don't remember all the things he specifically did. But I know for a good fact that he's gonna put on some pretty good stuff. Like he's gonna bring all of that real good stuff into the mix. I'm so excited for that in particular.
So speaking of like real good DJ, I forgot the name for who did Sonic Rush. He's the one who did
I
Jet
didn't.
Set Radio, right?
Yes.
Forgetting his
Hey,
name. I know.
bro,
I shouldn't.
like his sound is so specific.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't like. I don't know the name.
Please tell this man this guy's name.
Tell right now, please.
I think he doesn't
Panic.
remember.
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking.
Why'd you call?
I'm gonna wait.
Why did you call me?
Because you're the fact provider. Provide the facts.
Oh, whose name?
The guy who did Sonic
Hideki
Rush's music.
Naganuma, come on, guys.
Oh, I'm bad with names, bro. I've always
Well,
been
that's
bad with
fair.
names.
They're Japanese at that, but Hideki Naganuma, yeah, he is the one. He also is a Skink Funk, I believe.
Thank you.
Yes,
Air Gear.
Air Gear.
He won
It's
an
all Trinity.
Yeah,
So-
he did Sonic Rush, he did Jet Set Radio, he did a couple songs here and there for other stuff, including Ain't Nothing Like a Funky Beat for what is it called? Lethal League, Blaze specifically. Yeah. So, he's not the one who's going to be there, but it is going to be in-house native. Now that guy's name I forget. But I know it when I see it. It's just hard for me to remember. I think it's Otani or something is his last name. But anyway, um, with that said, yes. I don't hate that there would be more characters. I don't mind the characters being involved in the story. I just wish that they would be more involved via narrative, more so than just gameplay. Because, gosh, yeah, we've been getting just Sonic, but I feel like if they can just focus on one gameplay system and flesh it out and make it work and keep it going and improve it like they did, like Sonic
Well,
Adventure 1 to Sonic Adventure 2, or if they're going
yes.
to use the boost formula, or if they still even have the Hedgehog engine, just use that. If they can use multiple characters in that, great. But I don't need to see all these different gameplay modes. I'm over it. That's my opinion.
That's fine. Honestly, if it was just Sonic, I'd be okay. If they had, if anything from Sonic and Sonic Adventure, they bring back like a shooting segment, I'd be fine with that. Or like better yet, you could forget the shooting segment and just bring the treasure hunting back. Because I actually,
It was fun in my opinion.
I usually tried to find all the emeralds without like any hit. I was on it with that. So
Yeah, you got a better score for that too.
I'd be okay with that.
If they just brought back, I'm gonna say it. I'm the first. I'm gonna be the one. If they just brought back Sonic Adventure, made a Sonic Adventure 3, fans would probably hate it because there's no way that they can really make it live up to Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
They would have
They
to.
just can't.
They would have to do something about the whole based physics that they had from like Sonic Adventure.
Unfortunately, that did happen. Speaking, 06 was supposed to be that.
Yeah, right.
I mean, not wrong.
But you know what? We're not gonna talk about that.
I mean, it's the elephant in the room.
It is though. 06. I would rather talk more about Shadow the Hedgehog because like that game really just had the one character. It had the one game plan. It just was so convoluted. And like it used pretty much similar controls to like we've been seeing in Sonic Adventure.
Right. But like Shadow had the heat.
Yeah, but he was packing heat and like that combat element just was like
Sorry.
No, like that wasn't necessary.
This is
it was such a hindrance, man.
I don't
It was.
I don't even want to talk about it. Sorry.
Like, but it had its pros. Like it was interesting. Hearing Sonic cuss.
Oh, he said, "Damn."
Damn it,
Oh, damn it.
He cursed before that when Knuckles was rapping about him.
He cursed
Sonic
before
Adventure
in
2.
Sonic X.
I'm pretty sure it was at the same time, if not,
No. Okay, so Sonic X, I think.
Wait, why did he curse on like that network in particular?
So Japanese version. When he was rescuing Cream the Rabbit. He was just he said it in English. He was like shit, and I was just like, oh wow.
What? They could have just said it in Japanese.
I know, right? It doesn't have as big of an impact apparently. But game lore wise, Shadow the Hedgehog had its pros. Learning that learning that Shadow could still use basic chaos power. I did not know that at all until Shadow the Hedgehog. I was like, wait, how's he doing this with no emerald? Shadow's just like, yeah, I can do this with no emerald. I was like, for how long?
You lied to yourself, sir, because I believe Sonic Battle is the first time he said he could do that.
That is true. I lied. Sonic Battle is the first time. But like Shadow the Hedgehog, like he didn't have like Chaos. Oh my God, Chaos Blast, bro! I can't. But Sonic Battle. Now you want to talk about under the radar and underrated and underhanded because Sega. How dare they introduce such a good Sonic fighting game and not follow up?
It was very niche,
bro. That shit was awesome.
it just didn't see the light of day. Really, it's like if all right, well, this is a bad example, but it's like if Dissidia only stayed on handhelds.
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog's level, his level design wasn't actually.
Who
Did-
says that? Because I agree.
No,
Space Colony Arc
check-
can absolutely go.
Well, our
Woo!
chat
the
agrees
deepest
with
reaches
that.
of hell.
worst
our
worst
chat
level, worst level in the Sonic franchise, bro. The debris of Space motherfucking Colony Arc, bro. I can't.
Here's the thing, and I will stand alone. Space Colony Arc had like worst level designs, but I like the
Wait,
music.
At what point in the which Space Colony are we talking about? Because it shows up at multiple points in time in the Sonic
So
game.
there's two, and there's one where Maria's following you, and
Yeah,
she
that's
was
the
like,
one.
Yeah,
help all the soldiers!" You're like,
yeah.
okay. But it had
No.
like Maria's like it had like Space Colony Arc in like
I don't know, bro. Like, what was worse, that or Find the Computer Room? Tell me.
No, it was definitely Maria.
it was Maria.
That stage took me like a solid half an hour to complete,
Yeah.
and I hated every minute of it.
It was bad. Like that was bad, but the music was there, and I was like, okay. good
Even
thing
the music didn't save that damn.
Like
stage.
the music didn't save the game, but I'm saying that at least for me, the music was like, okay, at the very least, I don't have to rip my hair out when this tranquil as fucking music is keeping me sane for a little bit. But I've been
thing
in this
every
level for
enemy that
27
popped up-
minutes, and I still have to find 3 of these motherfuckers. I'm so mad.
Oh, I was so pissed. It actually took me longer than a half an hour. But like, what was worse? Or I'm sorry, I was about to make a quip about how at least every enemy we find didn't go. Then it truly would have been the worst
Man.
possible Sonic experience.
If they were to take the direction of like Sonic Unleash's battle music to like each and every like change it for each and every level so that it would be different for
No.
each and every level.
No, just don't. Here's the thing. If they had just not had battle music, the game would have been better by like 20-25%.
That's true.
Yeah.
I that would have been fine too. But
Like, how dare you? Nothing against the musicians, because they did it well, but like, how? I want to know the person who said, you know what? We need random encounters in these night stages, and we need the same battle music to play continuously
They're
over
not
this
really random.
over this fantastic orchestra that I had to pay these mofos to do completely, and not outshine, but like completely overrode the fantastic nighttime soundtrack. Like, if they remake that game, have an option to turn that bullshit off. Because there's absolutely no reason. Why would you think that I want to hear that blaring trumpet over the freaking funk that is Spagonia?
Oh my god.
that's also
those
the-
nighttime stages.
The accordion
Consequently-
funk of Spagonia is hands down top 10 best Sonic songs.
I will
It
say,
really is.
I'm not gonna
For
argue
me,
with that.
and Skeptics, we stand the hell out of those
Never
songs.
in my life that I think a 80s bass guitar would sound so amazing with an accordion.
Bro, it was that funk. It was like the guitars. It was like everything went wrong in the game, but everything went right in that song. It was such a weird gap. I
So,
was like, I hate this,
100%,
but I love this. Why
I
is it
will-
so good?
I will agree, like 100% that notion. And I just want to add in like what if even though the music was really good, like absolutely great. If they took out most of that combat, or at least some of the combat, right?
All
But like
the time.
put out obstacles instead of just combat.
Matter of fact-
Using the werehog for obstacles, like getting through places, and that would be the challenge. And if the combat really did come up, I mean,
Bro.
I would have envisioned like maybe its own special battle theme, kind of like how Kingdom Hearts had like their own special battle themes for each.
That would have been really good if they just took those songs and gave them like aggressive mixes, like in
Yeah. Oh, like in 13 too.
like yeah, because well, technically 13.2 had an aggressive mix when an enemy appeared, but then it had a battle theme, which kind of
Right.
was redundant. I always wondered why we couldn't just listen to those aggressive mixes a little bit more. but
I
thankfully
agree.
the battle themes didn't suck, so that balanced out. But if they did it like they did in the remake of Seven, where you just had the song and then it has the aggressive mix as the battle theme,
Oh
problem
man,
solved. Because those songs were some of the best songs, and I would have loved to hear like an amped up version of it that didn't completely like crash
Bro,
into my eardrums.
Sonic
Like
Unleashed should have
why?
been like Sonic and Knuckles, right? It should have just been Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic did the daytime and Knuckles did the nighttime.
That would have been great. Actually, I
Hmm,
was thinking
interesting.
when Unleashed came out when they did that teaser that this where Sonic was gonna actually be fast too, but just a little bit more rough about his platforming. You know what I mean? Like I had this idea that he was still gonna move fast and do stuff that made sense to speed, but just like more on a Knuckles level. But if they just made those Knuckles levels, I would have squealed.
It would have been perfectly fine. Just change the Werehog to Knuckles and mute the blaring trumpet battle music. It would have been fine because Knuckles could do the same. Everything Werehog did, this Knuckles can do it
Well,
Except for the
except for
stretching
stretching
arms.
his
Which was
arms.
stolen from
Un-
God of War. So
completely
let's
and
not even talk about
entirely
it.
unnecessary because the man can fly.
I
So
mean, you're right because he could just like punch, dig.
like
If they brought
knock you out and fly away
like if they
like
brought
there's no
out
other contender.
like more treasure mechanics, I would have been fine with that too. You can go
That would have been
and
so good.
actually
Bro,
go
he
through
did.
Spagonia. Like envision going through like Spagonia or Apidos or all that, looking throughout the city for those or any of like whatever you need to find. You can explore the city at night.
Yeah. That would have been cool if they even alternated between Knuckles and Rouge for whatever reason, but they didn't need to. I feel
Like, no,
like then you would have had all three characters. Tails was like the
right.
flying
Tails was,
stages.
oh my god, you're absolutely right. Tails with the flying stages, Sonic was a daytime, Knuckles, it would have been perfect.
Would have been so beautiful. That would have been the Sonic heroes we deserved.
The Sonic heroes we deserve,
Well,
man.
okay, so for the flying stages, would you want it Sonic Unleashed style or Sonic Adventure style? Because there are two different here, where one was acting kind of like Star Fox, the other was acting like
It could have been
button.
Star Fox.
Yeah, well, like it was button presses, like it was
Right.
prompts for Unleashed version,
Right.
whereas in the Adventure version, moving the tornado and you were shooting things. Which I would rather have that.
I'd personally have that, yeah. I don't hate it. The stealth stages weren't a huge focus of the game, but
Right.
if they were to bring a like focus into the game like that, and they did it more like Tales of Stages from Adventure 1, I would be done. That would have made Unleashed so much better. Even if it meant that this whole Werehog thing was like, okay, well, Sonic, you can't do much right now in in your Werehog form or whatever. I'll go out and do whatever. Like, I don't care if it meant that the whole Werehog form didn't even get used. Just whatever it took to make the game not suck. Those would have probably been the best ideas. And I don't know how we
Man.
could come up with this sooner.
Just the audacity because the intro to Sonic Unleashed is like fire, just straight up fire. It's CG fire. It's
It
like
really is. Sonic got like, well, aside from that face everybody made fun of.
but like
But
it's like
got
Sonic.
owned.
Like there's only so many moments, like animated moments, where we see Sonic in his true glory, and that was one of the few. It's like that's the speed I expect. Like the fact that he ran circles around all of Eggman's, that's normal Sonic. Like that's expected Sonic.
And can we talk about how the intro to Sonic Unleashed is probably the best intro any Sonic game has ever had so far?
I don't know, bro. Sonic CDs is still up
Okay,
there.
yeah, you're right.
Sonic
You're right.
CD is
You
pretty
know what?
good.
No, you're right about that.
And
Like-
let's not even sleep on Sonic Adventure 1. Like, don't tell me that didn't blow your mind wide open.
Okay, but
I
like
mean-
that was different
Like,
because I want to say that like the music added so much more to it.
so I count that, like, not to offend, but Sonic Adventures, like, opening, I would say, was more or less like the, like, I guess you could say the intro to the game in terms of, like, this is what you're going to get throughout the game, music video, have fun. Whereas, like, Sonic CD, kind of the same thing, but it showed you, like, the actual beginning, the intro, like, Sonic's running through the field, he's heading towards Little Planet, and thus starting the game. Rather the kind of like almost like Sonic Adventure, but Sonic Adventure is more like music video style.
This
While
guy said Sonic's running through the field. Sonic's running through the states. What are you talking about?
I
running,
don't know. I'm not gonna take it that far. It was
running
all,
amok.
they all
No,
look the same.
not at all. That mofo ran for dozens, if not hundreds of miles.
Yeah, I don't know if I could tell if he was running through states or running through like a big old rocky field.
It was hundreds of miles, bro. The speed of sound.
It was, but like, at this point, it's just showing him running to Little Planet, and there was nothing more in terms of aesthetics except for him going through the forest.
I'm talking purely based off of the like animation glory of it, and like him like spin dashing through the crater, and it took a minute, and the dust was like, oh yeah, speed of sound. Animation glory. I must appreciate it.
It was good looking, and you know what? It was created by Team Toriyama. Okay, I get it. But listen, that's a good intro. I'm not trying to here to decipher it, but like compare that to Sonic Adventure's intro, which was more music video style.
Man,
I'm not really.
Look, they all were music video style in my head. I don't know. Because then you think about Sonic Mania.
But Sonic Unleash intro.
That was an actual.
Actual intro to the game.
Yeah,
where he was like, "All right, we're already at the end of the game. I'm in space already."
So you'd appropriately want to compare that to Sonic 06, like that kind of an intro.
That was an intro too, and honestly, that was an honestly good intro.
That was pretty good too, even if the game itself was garbage.
Right,
it was beautiful.
It's just like the way he comes in, and people were just like, "Oh shit!" Like I remember when they put out that trailer, like almost over 10 years ago, where Sonic comes in just like that, and tornado wind. They're like, "Oh shit, Sonic's coming in." It was actually pretty good. I would have to say, even Eggman's human-like figure, that
wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible. Like, I don't know about all that, but still, the intro to Sonic 06 was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a shame that they spent most of the entire game's budget on that intro. Like maybe they should have saved some money for the actual game itself. Might have been a big deal. I don't know. What characters would you want to see if this new game does involve gameplay between more characters? Who are the ones you want to see gameplay of?
Honestly, I don't know if they've. Yeah.
Blaze, please. Yeah, Blaze is a good character.
Blaze
I would love to see Blaze back in action.
I honestly would like to see a proper actual Shadow level pertaining to Shadow, because a lot of like where Shadow comes from and him playing in level didn't pertain to him. It had Sonic could play those levels as well, and maybe bring back the treasure hunting. I actually really like treasure hunting and the Chow Garden. I would love to see a Chow Garden come.
Me and Lunas Bacon had a whole conversation about how much time we poured into the Chow Garden and how exclusive Chow Garden game is so criminally long overdue. It would make so much more money than they realize. They have no idea.
I think because people actually complain, like, why was the Chow Garden? And
who complained and who listened?
So funny you should say that. The Chow Garden had mixed reception because it was like, I'm here to play Sonic the Hedgehog, not babysit, to some people, and then the more into it fans were just like, damn, these Chow Gardens are fun. I love investing my time into this.
They were optional though.
Yeah, they were optional, and the purpose of the Chow Garden, replay levels, get rings, get animals so that you can Chow. It gave you a purpose to go back and back the level. And I like the Chow Garden.
City Escape. If you should watch me play through that stage one day. Like, it's so formulaic. I played that stage on there. It showed me I played that stage 3,659 times before I stopped keeping count.
Well, listen, you probably had like a world record of that.
I didn't have no world record, buddy. I wasn't speedrunning it, but yeah, for a number of times played, possibly.
So yeah, for me, speedrun Sonic the Hedgehog was like very much the fun of it. Seen me go through Sonic 3 and just like get all 14 Chaos Emeralds and get near like the end of the game and you're just like, the hell? I blinked. How did you get here? I think I'm trying to remember. There was like an aspect of Sonic that man, how did I get a brain this early in the morning?
Mm-mm. But can we talk about how we have played as Ray and Mighty in Sonic Mania? Like,
Oh, okay.
maybe we can just have more characters in the classic Sonic sense. That would be cool. I was already 5, and even if that feels bloated, I didn't hate playing as any of them. Just saying.
I mean,
It's-
they all had their primary fun. All good.
Yeah. It was all smooth. Like
Also-
I love Sonic Advance 3 for that reason. Like the combination system was really where it was at. And I think that game actually got pretty good reviews as a result because they really had a decent thing with the gameplay going on. Now, yeah, not every single combination was, the best, but the more variance there is, the more chance there is to have something that sucks and something that's amazing or something that's busted. And I mean, that's Kirby games in a nutshell, in my opinion. I personally like the variety. I think that if you could genuinely do team attacks or team moves with the characters like you did in Sonic 3, it wouldn't be a freaking fall. It would be cool if you were to have to incorporate multiple characters. But if they do a large scale 3D Sonic game, I really feel like they have to focus on Sonic. They just don't have the track record to like break it up. If the treasure stages return and the shooting stages return for a true Sonic adventure style like game again, I wouldn't hate it. All right. If they brought back the Child Garden, if they really could pull off a Sonic Adventure 3, amazing, great. We have it. Guys, it's over. We can stop asking for it. But I know that's not necessarily going to happen anytime soon. And I just feel like they don't need to because the narrative doesn't have to focus around the characters and their corresponding gameplay. Like it doesn't have to be that. The most that they did was Sonic Adventure 2 in that respect, where it really mattered was Rouge's level and security hall, where there was 5 minutes for you to get everything and Eggman screaming in your ear to get the hell out of there. Like that was the only thing that had enough stakes to justify the characters having their own gameplay. That was the only one.
I kind of got messed up on. I was pressured. I hate I hate playing a game under pressure.
Sonic Advance 2 level design though.
I finally remember.
It did.
Skeptic. Remember that time? Skeptic, you even there?
Yes.
There. Remember that time where I was like completely obsessed with Sonic Generation that I made world record in one of the
And kept it a secret? Yeah.
No, I didn't keep it a secret. I just when I did it, I was just like, "Yo, check out Spagoni. I'll check out the leaderboards." And I was like top 5.
This guy. You're just like a closet Sonic speedrunner.
He is though. He was going for the record on the first stage of Sonic 4.
Aha! And then I realized it was garbage.
Oh, good times. Good
And
times.
Sonic 4, the tenacity that they had to call it Sonic 4.
Yeah, we retconned that with Sonic Mania. So there you go. But no, he did do really well. So what Sync didn't explain is that he's actually pretty good at Sonic games. He's really good at Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I think that one thing we haven't really talked about yet is just like what our favorite experiences with the games have been. Because personally, between the Child Garden and Shadow's running animation from Sonic Adventure 2, like I don't know, that's where most of my nostalgia is. I don't know anybody else who really puts a lot of focus on it aside from Skeptic, but like that was probably one of the cleanest running animations I've ever seen in my entire life. Like him and those like whatever you call them, gravity shoes,
Air shoes.
They're freaking
Whatever.
air shoes. No, like that slow walk that him and Sonic did, and then it just started. Sonic started running. he starts dashing, but like no. Like when the gameplay kicks in and like freaking Shadow just freaking dashes like crazy. I don't know what it is, but that is the most disgusting Shadow animation.
It is like the way his body
Like,
moves when
the
he's
way
skating.
that he's animated while doing that is just it's beautiful, and it pisses me off that they took that away in Generation. They just made it like a general dash, like he's just flying. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
No. Like that was lazy for starters too. Even when they had him doing it in like Sonic Heroes and stuff, it was just clunky. It was so sloppy. Even in Shadow the Hedgehog, I don't even remember what it looked like in Shadow the Hedgehog, and it was all about
It wasn't
him.
nothing. It wasn't nothing fancy because like Shadow the Hedgehog didn't have a speed element because chaos control, like teleport.
More laziness. I feel like it just was so cool. It sold the
It was
character
cool,
to me.
man.
Oh my god.
Fucking Shadow, bro. I
I
can't.
could just
Like,
I just want another game with that same animation.
bro, like that's why I want like it's like I enjoy like Sonic, you freaking daytime running. It's just like it's like there are more characters, god damn it. Like
Although we ain't gonna have Amy run that fast. I don't know.
no, but damn it, Shadow, like come on.
Damn it, Shadow.
Like I want them to somehow keep Sonic Daytime, but like, have Shadow have a level where running is in the level, but also he can use his chaos powers. Like
That would be cool. Him and Silver both having their powers during the boost formula daytime running stages.
man, '06 did such an injustice because like in Generations, like when you see Silver again, not even because in the cutscene of '06, Silver's fast. Oh, I totally erased it from my mind. Like in his little freaking DBZ Trunks future, like this guy, like he like sees something happening across the city, and he just straight up just like DBZ just flies like the speed of the psychic flight. I was like, oh, so you are fast,
Yeah, just not on
Sega.
speed.
Why you not do this? And then in Generations with his boss fight, he's keeping up with Sonic. I'm like, what is this? What? Dude, you can do this the whole time.
I mean,
They really need to give him a proper gameplay mode.
Shadow-
Like his gameplay in 06 was whack because
It was whack.
06 was whack, but they
It was-
haven't really given him anything since.
it was like, I mean, his name was any other clue. He was Sonic's shadow. Just keep up.
You're talking about Silver though.
Silver.
I wanted to know, like, for Silver, honestly, I wanted to know, like, I wanted to know if they were trying to make an overpowered hedgehog. He's psychic, so he should be flying for one, because they showed him flying in the first cutscene. I wanted he stops bullets, but like, I don't know, what was it about Silver that just didn't feel all that great? Was it like the not amount of like airtime, or just how slow he was?
It was his gameplay that held him back.
Because like he is fast. He kept up with Sonic. So like I'm not really too sure like why they couldn't have Silver also have like some sort of speed in his game.
Mhm.
But I
Because it's no use.
Stop it.
No
when
use.
you make a psychic character, you're obviously making an overpowered character. So I'm not really too sure. Like I on like what's the difference between Silver and Super Silver?
You know, he flies
What,
really fast.
what's the difference between Jean Grey and the Phoenix?
Oh, overpoweredness, I guess, or psychic power. I'm not. I think that's a harder question because
Let's just put it to you this way: he'd be invincible.
right.
The only person who could stop him is Omni Man. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it. Stop it.
Think.
Past that. This is not invincible today. You guys are about to get me to spoil. Don't make me spoil things. I'll do it.
If you haven't watched Invincible yet, check it out. Unless you're not a huge fan of blood and gore,
Do it.
Panic has to watch it.
he's the only one. I finished it.
It's like
Next up is
Where do you see
Love,
yourself in
Death, and
200
Robots.
years?
They dropped the second volume on Netflix. I gotta check it out. But anyway,
Also,
I will say this. We have a lot to look forward to. We're gonna find out who the new voice of Sonic is gonna be and what kind of a Sonic they're gonna sound like. We have a Sonic in the trailer who looks like they're just beginning to learn how to run. I don't know if that just was me, but like looks like it's a young Sonic, okay? Maybe it's the Generations classic Sonic coming into like, you know,
wait. Talking about the trailer?
yeah, the teaser. Didn't he kind of like stumble a little bit when he was running?
Like regular Sonic to me.
No, it was like a moment where he just didn't like he was running as effectively or as efficiently. Am I the only one who caught that?
Check the trailer again, but it's like the same Sonic.
I'll watch the trailer right here now. It's a teaser, so it's not long.
He looked like he was learning how to boost.
Yes, thank you. He looked like
Wait,
he was
who
learning
was
how
learning how
to
to boost?
The Sonic that they showed in the teaser, he looked like he was learning how to boost.
Huh. You know, what if this is a prequel? That'd be interesting, huh?
Or not a prequel, but a
Continuation.
reference to Generations. You'll get better, right?
Oh, no, I want to know when Sonic learned that he could move at the speed of sound.
Okay, well, you know, probably when he was like 3 or something.
I don't know.
I mean,
It kind of looked like he was just like dodging something.
no, silly
Yeah,
shit.
but
Watch it.
in the beginning he was running regular. Like they put real emphasis on him like doing that boost.
Yeah, he like started glowing.
He
Yeah,
started
like-
glowing, but it looks like it was digital.
Yeah, and that so I was wondering like why does it look digital, and two, why are they putting emphasis on him boosting like he hasn't done it before? Oh, wait, this looks like classic Sonic.
Yeah, like the way he straightened up before the boost is kind of the clue. You know what I mean? Like he was kind of running with his arms back and he was a little unsteady before he started to boost. Right? Like that's what I noticed.
Not seeing it.
Did you watch it again?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. And it's not seeing it because that stumble you're talking about doesn't look like a stumble so much as him just like moving like side to side for a little bit.
He
Because-
wobbled.
Not a wobble to me.
Okay, what would you give it in one word? What would you call it?
I would say sidestepping
He didn't sidestep though.
because he was dodging a bush.
Was he?
Yeah,
Why does he even need to dodge a bush?
I don't know. Maybe to give,
Ooh, Sonic had to dodge a bush.
and
He was right around
He's
the
not going to
tree.
go through the bush.
He was barely in front of him. It was like to his like I don't know.
So
Anyway.
like he it looks like this is just a new power that he obtained because it's digital, and it'd be interesting if this was the birth of the boost.
No,
Well, also
that-
pay attention to how big this Sonic is too.
I don't think this is the birth of the boost. I think this is a continuation from Sonic Mania, Sonic Generation / Mania / Forces. Like,
Yes.
That's the
Right.
new
This
name
looks
of this podcast, Birth of the Boost.
oh god. I think this is just the classic Sonic from those 3 games learning how to do what modern Sonic did, but earlier because he's technically from earlier timeline.
I can't say that
Yes.
this is classic Sonic neither.
That don't look like modern Sonic to me.
If you take a look at his shoes is modern Sonic shoes.
No, they're not.
But
Yes, they are.
Out of my face.
Yes,
no,
they
they're
are.
not.
Okay, you want to go ahead and take a look at classic Sonic shoes. Take a look at modern Sonic shoes. Sonic classic. Okay, so modern Sonic shoes has, and I know I'm getting into this, has like a full underheel, an actual tap to the back of it, where classic Sonic shoes does not have that. Plus,
That's
this,
extremely nitpicky.
I know it's nitpicky, but that is. I know
His
it's-
design.
I
Modern
know
Sonic
the
has a
design of
buckle.
Sonic. I know the design of classic and modern. So, like when I look at it,
But-
I'm like, that's definitely modern Sonic.
But okay, I'm not taking that away from you, but look at Sonic's actual like figure model, like that That's not
It
modern
looks
Sonic's
like
model.
I
it
can't.
looks like classic Sonic's model. There has to be a reason they're not
I
showing
can't
it.
say that's
So-
classic Sonic neither. I can't. I just can't. Especially since like the form he's running, and even if they were to change the size, I would say this looks more akin to like what's that game? Because I didn't play it all too much. Sonic Lost World Sonic. They did change the model for
yes.
that.
Sonic and the Magic Hex.
Pretty much. I just can't see that this is classic Sonic.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
So what's everyone's favorite Sonic game?
I'm not gonna say that you're
what's,
wrong.
What's everyone's favorite Sonic moment?
Let's see. Rangers came.
Okay, Anima. No, you already said yours. Panic. But what's your favorite Sonic moment?
I think they're like super analyzing the trailer. Maybe I'm not too sure.
No, I'm not watching it, but I'm honestly thinking. I don't know if I have.
Shadow kicking Silver. That was funny.
Because
that was
He saw
funny.
real-time chaos control.
He was like, chaos control! I can't. That was just dumb as hell. A fully psychic person was just like, I'm gonna punch you. His Shadow was just like, no, bro. Kick you in the back of the head. I swear. But like, really my favorite
Bro,
Sonic...
he's not immune to chaos control. No one is.
I think my favorite Sonic moment. It's kind of hard to point out. I think my favorite Sonic moment was when Sonic and Shadow are talking, and they start running in the tunnel, and they're just going back and forth with banter, and they were just like getting faster and faster and faster, till eventually they start their race.
Actually, yeah, that I'm not gonna lie, that actually is my favorite moment. I'm not gonna lie, because when I saw that, I thoroughly enjoyed that, and then the boss fight that came right after it is one of my favorites. Even though it's so simple, it's like seeing those two go literal head to head in speed, and who can do basically who can run the fastest was like awesome to me. And my imagination on how that fight probably went while they were running is just kind of off the walls. I was very disappointed with Generations' interpretation of that. Very disappointed.
Ironically, one of my favorite moments is in Generations, where Sonic beats the Egg Dragoon. Very hard fight. Very, very hard fight. But Sonic beats it, and he's mad casual about it. Like he just freaking dusts his legs off like it wasn't no thing. I'm like, I beg your fucking pardon, sir. That fight was hard as shit.
Generation? Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
Generations.
Okay,
I mean,
so-
he did beat Perfect Chaos without even the super form.
Oh
So,
my god, when he
this-
beat Perfect.
This leads
character
to
growth.
credence. Like Sonic just keeps getting stronger.
But what's crazy is that like I don't feel like they handled that fight really well either in Generations. Generations boss fights weren't great. Let's just call it what it is.
Or
Not terrible.
in Colors, when he tried to outrun the black hole. Got close, but no cigar.
They
You don't
even
really know how you live that.
like put that in like a mathematical equation and like Death Battle. They were like he was able to sort of outrun a black hole. Meanwhile, he
I
survived
mean, he
the
tried.
black hole.
He got an A for effort. He tried his damnedest.
He survived
you
the
know,
black hole too.
But
So
like because the wisps, bro, the wisp.
he was.
but-
I mean, I'm sure he was in there for a minute before this appeared. So
But aside from that, like, figure not even light escapes the black hole. So the fact that he got that far says a lot.
It activated that laser. But instead it was no use.
I don't think the game devs understood like what it meant to escape a black hole. They were just like, "This looks cool. Let's do it."
Speaking of that song, also fire. One of the best songs from Colors. Speaking Terminal Velocity.
Yeah,
Speaking Jin Sanoe on the guitar as usual, beasting.
yeah. I would also agree that some of the music in Sonic Colors Then again, the outlier here, I didn't Sonic Color. So
Mm. One of my favorite moments in Sonic was in Sonic Mania, where Eggman really challenged me to a game of Puyo Puyo and thought I wasn't ready for it. I'm just like, boy, you don't even know I'm about to hit you with this 4 combo. You don't even know. I played Mean Bean Machine, my friend. I'm out here.
Freaking Eggman came for that rematch, bro.
He came for that rematch. I'm just like, you done fucked up. This wasn't the way to win.
I know, right? He didn't think. Thought he would have thought.
Think, Egg. But I guess he don't think.
he does. I mean, there was a. You ever wondered how Eggman makes his armada so fast?
He has machines to build the
No.
machines.
Like, right. Like, he has machines to build the machines. He had robots actually making all that stuff. He plans it out and all that. I was just,
Okay.
like, every single game and every single iteration was like, how does he build shit so fast?
We
And
don't know how much time has passed between each timeline, though. Like, between each moment of him trying to do something.
yeah, but it's like, it's not amount of years, and maybe like an amount of like a month. And
Okay.
I don't know, bro. Man's built like entire theme parks on multiple planets.
he's captured planets, locked them, found a way to come up with these designs, right? And he builds all this in a matter of like a month or something, and he executed like real like. Did you think about maybe the Armada in Sonic Heroes? I'm pretty sure Metal didn't make all that.
Metal didn't even make himself, okay?
So like the last stage in Sonic Heroes, which honestly I would say
The battalion.
the presentation
Yeah.
was actually pretty good.
The
Like,
egg battalion.
you're flying towards the egg battalion. You're like,
Talk about how
Oh,
Eggman can casually take over the world.
like,
Casually. That man made an entire battalion. Look at he split.
like
I mean,
the egg fleet.
I'm not surprised. It was right after he pissed on the moon.
And
Take that, Obama, you idiot!
can we talk about how huge that flying fortress is in that last level in Sonic Heroes? That giant manta ray city.
It's ginormous.
It's humongous. And he built all that.
Even Eggman Land and Unleashed is ginormous. I'm like, Eggman,
And even
please.
it's
Do you have the Tesseract or something? Like, where are you? How? When is the speed of the creation of this shit?
yeah.
I don't know. You would think that it would matter. He did finally build Eggman Land in Generations, though.
The entire
Yeah,
fandom.
and
Isn't that
it
the
was
whole point of-
ginormous. Like,
like-
it was straight up the size of like Philadelphia. Like, how?
Everything
Eggman?
he's always wanted to do, he just wanted to build Eggman Land, man. He finally did it. What went wrong?
For Sonic should just let Eggman just do what he wants.
I mean, if he wants his
See what
own,
happens.
he wants his own empire. Let him be Doctor Doom. Let
I
him
know,
build his
right?
own empire.
Let him own a country.
Right, like
Call it.
Yeah, man, just let Eggman eat, bro. Like, Sonic just can't help it. Who's really the villain?
who
I know,
is-
he does kind of trash his robots for fun. All that hard work and manpower. Makes you wonder where he gets the funding.
I mean, he
Well, actually, Jim Carrey answered that question in the movie. What are
apparently.
your tax dollars?
So- Out of all the things, that question was also asked. IDW does a good job, really, like telling how Eggman, and I'm talking about we're making the comics for Sonic. They answer a lot of the questions, like how does he so fast? Robots, machinery, I have them all. I make the plans, they build it real fast. And it was like, where do you get the resources? He was like, I have a lot of mines and a lot of resources. I'm like, yeah, but where are you getting these resources? Oceans, mines,
Lava Reef
forests.
Zone.
Like, why do you
Mystic Cave Zone.
like? Where do you think I get? Like, why do you think I always go ahead and destroy like all these habitats because it has
You know
a lot
what?
of resources?
Eggman is
Oil
always
ocean.
attacking nature. Yeah, oil ocean, bro. And
Right.
like kidnapping animals.
Like Eggman has an actual empire of which he could use like he can make a lot of money if he were to just stop being evil. He could make a
Bro,
lot
but
of
like
money.
he could just be like, he should just go into politics.
Not politics.
Who's he, Lex Luthor?
Yeah, I don't think you want him in
Yeah,
politics.
why the hell not?
Maybe business, but I don't Like,
So join me on
Eggman
my
for president.
new project to turn everyone into robots. It's revolution to
um,
fix human weakness.
oh man, I forgot that segment.
Sign up now.
Guys, I apologize. I have to pull the segment out of its ass. What's new in gaming? I
Hmm.
forgot to do that in the midst of the show. This is rather late for everybody.
Eggman gets his own game.
Panic, are you there?
Yeah.
So this for you especially. The new TCG or CCG, whatever you guys want to call it,
ABCD.
the card game that is
TCG.
the Dark Table, has finally finished up their main menu, and they are sooner or later going to come out with a beta, if not an early access. So
Awesome.
4 players, has its own quirks in card gaming. So just giving out the news for that. Another tidbit of news when it comes to gaming. I think this is actually especially as exciting for me. Ion, MMO that came out like 10 years ago, is going
Wait.
classic.
They still exist.
Yes, they still exist, but nowadays Ion is like more put in like a bunch of like useless pay to win crap in there. They're going classic.
There goes that sponsorship.
Well, they're going classic now. They're going back to how everything started with their game. They want to know like, how did we all start? How did we succeed back in the past when wasn't much for World of Warcraft at the time, and people were it's like, we need to find another WoW killer. Aeon showed up and was just like, I am a contender. They were actually doing pretty well.
The Aeon Anima. Thank you very much.
Talking about small again. Anyway, with their classic coming out, they promise no pay to win and no pay to win bullcrap or any kind of currency or microtransactions. But
Look,
this is,
if all they had was pay to look good, they'd probably be okay. Okay.
yeah, well, that wasn't even the case. There was a pay to win system in there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's NCSoft. We haven't talked about NCSoft amongst this group for maybe a long 5-8 years, but they were flying under the radar, but they've been doing some pretty not consumer positive stuff.
Look, I just want to hear about the games, man. What else?
All right. Biomutant is out. Has pretty good reviews. I've taken a look at it. It's actually pretty well. It's pretty good. I think I'm not really sure what they're trying to go with. It's an RPG. It's an action RPG, but you get to make your own mutated little raccoon thing that has like DNA strands of like almost every animal, and you evolve along the way. But you're in like a post-apocalyptic furry world where everything's like an animal.
Okay, that both reminded me of Rocket Raccoon and a game called Whiplash. Anybody else know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's with I think it's a fox
It's
and
like
a rabbit.
Bird and a rabbit that was had like indestructible fur.
Fox and rabbit, and
Fox?
the
Okay.
rabbit was indestructible.
Yeah, and he
And-
used it to like do everything
Right, and they're
to
chained
break out of like
together.
this facility or something. I'm
Right.
surprised you knew what that was.
I played it.
Hmm.
I played a bunch of really quirky games like Blinks, the time cat thing.
I think more people know about that than Whiplash, though.
Yeah, I think so too. And the one last,
Was good with that Billy Hatcher though.
I think a lot of people know about that.
Okay.
The last one is that next month is Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis will be out.
Yeah, get it, because
So,
New Genesis
Why is there no
Online.
Phantasy Star 3 by now?
Good question. That's a good question.
Same reason why there wasn't a Half-Life 3 for so long, okay? Why
But,
isn't there a Sonic Adventure 3?
People are, and even
An even better question.
Sega's market share actually went up after after New Genesis was scheduled to debut next month, which is June, and they're saying that it might be might potentially be part of the top 3 MMOs as of like right now. Top 3 MMOs is WoW, Final Fantasy, and RuneScape.
What was the first one?
WoW.
Oh, wow.
World of
Sounded like
Warcraft.
you said wild. I was like, what?
Yeah, WildStar. Let's go.
All right. Well,
I missed that game.
cool. Well, I
That's
think
it.
that's a good
Well,
place
Star
to
was
kind
good.
of wrap everything up, actually. So we just kind of talked about Sonic. I don't know. I think for me, closing statement, Sonic really did help like influence my love for games as a whole. It wasn't Mario, to be honest.
Sonic. At the end of the day, Sonic is one of the top 3 most iconic video game characters.
He is number 2.
Next to like what, Pac-Man?
So, yeah, actually, the top 3 are Mario, Pac-Man, and Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic being number 2, and Mario being number.
And Pac-Man being number 3.
And of the 3 of them, who has the most character development? You have 30 seconds.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, obviously.
Come on, he went from a pizza that ate dots to an actual 3D character worrying about his family.
With legs, I know he's got a kid, bro. He's the only one with a real family, You
Right?
kidding me?
We'll put that under Pac-Man summary, along with the God of War summary. That was pretty good.
Like on his birthday, did you not see his whole family get captured? And he was like, "No!" So he smiled on his way. You gotta see that intro, bro.
I don't know, but I'd watch it.
You gotta see that intro. His whole family gets kidnapped, and while he's on the boat, he's smiling like he's a madman about to kill people.
On that Mickey Mouse. They'll pay for this as he smiles.
He's like, "No, my family!"
Oh god. Meanwhile, you just see somebody in front of him just going, "It's no use!"
My God, please.
Oh my goodness. But yeah,
No,
we are.
Pac-Man is that boy. He's
Uh,
that boy.
what do you think? I know we've already explained like what we want to see in Sonic in the future, but are we hopeful here?
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
No, I'm hopeful because it's tried and true. It sounds like bullshit, but I'm not lying to you. Every 10 years, it's an amazing Sonic game. This is that time.
Also,
Hopefully, they realize they got upstaged by fan game creators. I feel like we asked them to take their time and they did, right? Now, while some fans are probably complaining as if they forgot we said that, or maybe they just weren't aware, but I think that they're really trying to make sure that this one's right. You know, like don't rush it. No, like nonsense, arbitrary or artificial time constraints. Just make a game for the games. You know, make a game for the fans. Do it.
do it now.
It's not for the money. It's not for the fame. It's so that everybody can remember the name.
So,
Most accurate statement.
one of the things I will say for Anima and Panic, Skeptic already knows. I want you to go.
Of course I do.
I want you to go and look up Burning Rangers.
Oh my God, please, with these burning ranges, bro.
Because Skeptic, he came into my room and all I hear was dear, like he was
Like,
just
bro.
like, where did you?
I'm like,
Where
what-
were you hiding this? I was like, I wasn't hiding it.
Yeah, the fact is that like it was more so like you had the audacity to be doing something, to be painting very slowly and methodically, and you know, a hype freaking MVC2 like soundtrack is not what I expected to hear. It's like if you watch any of Bob Ross's videos, and you know he's explaining his methodical, slow, life-giving painting, and like in the background, all you hear is yeah, do 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 do. It's like, what the hell? Like it's straight up Marvel's Capcom. Like what? Huh?
I was just like, oh, so which version of Burning Rangers do you like? He said yes. Oh, okay. He was kind of like, Why did you hide this music from us? I swore I put it in the chat. I swore I did. I swore I did. It's
Well,
somewhere
why
in
is
there.
the sudden focus on Burning
Side
Rangers
note.
all of a sudden?
Because
Side
it
note.
because it was part of Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform, created by Richard
And Knuckles.
Jacks. Also worked on Sonic's music alongside the person who made Jet Set Radio. He helped him. And
Oh,
he was
No,
like,
it kind of sounds like that kind of mix, actually.
yeah, he learned a lot from that dude and implemented it into
Hideki?
like, yeah, learned a lot from Hideki.
Nice.
He implemented it. He was on a lot of Sonic soundtracks, but like not a lot of people knew who Richard Jacks was. And then when I threw on Burning Rangers and Skeptic was listening, he was just like, "Where was this?" Oh, I was like, "Oh yeah, this thing right here. Yeah, it was made by Richard Jacks, and and it's pretty good, right?" So I mean,
So, what's more unimpressive, Shadow with guns or Sonic with a car?
Sonic with a car.
No, it's a tough choice, man.
Why is he in a car?
He's really putting his legs through the floor and moving the car himself.
Oh, on some Flintstones type shit.
I believe it. That's how he's so fast and there's no actual engine in the
So, about that Sonic Riders 3.
No. There is a Sonic Riders 3. You do.
I did not.
It's called Sonic Free. Sucks.
So, about that Sonic Riders 4.
Okay. Closing statements, guys. Where can we find you, Anima?
So currently taking another break from streaming, not because I want to, because my stream still isn't working as much as I'd like. So just catch me on the podcast for now. You can catch me in my Discord. I can put a link into our Twitter where you can also find us. And you can also find us on, well, maybe I shouldn't reveal that just yet. But, in the meantime, YouTube and Twitch, the Aeon Anima or Aeon Anima. You can find me.
And find both Skeptic also here as where they mostly are.
Wrong. You can find me in the digital sea.
Apparently Pandy was
Xana?
swimming in the digital sea.
With Xana?
It must be
No, with Aelita.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
Just keep getting more and more subtle.
Yeah. You can also find myself, my own Twitch and YouTube channels. So you can find me here. Just a little bit of note, the Apartment 814 podcast, YouTube, the videos are slowly and steadily getting by. For the SoundCloud, I have to really figure out why my audio is not allowed to render. But that's the holdup on that one, since I have to actually go through each and every podcast and clean it all. So that's why the SoundClouds are not coming out as fast as they should.
Okay, we're not here to make excuses. Take all the time you need. What we will say is,
I'm balding.
thank you guys for showing up. I might do a birthday stream for tomorrow because it's my birthday tomorrow. But
No, spend time with your
we already did the birthday thing.
Like he did that already.
Did you? Oh.
She wanted to do that on not Memorial Day.
Oh, dang.
Man, think about it. It's also right after the mandates have been lifted for most places.
Dang, man.
So people are ravaging, like foaming at the mouth to go out. So it's going to be a busier Memorial Day than usual, guys. So be careful and be safe, everybody out there, if you do make plans for tomorrow.
And
Even
people
if you
gotta
just go
learn
into
how
a
to
barbecue. Take care.
Take care. Please, be safe. Take care of yourselves.
And each other.
We'll see you in the next podcast. Sweet. Guys, thank you for joining us. Take your shoes.
Get out.
Door, get out of our house. Please.
Get out.
Get out of our apartment, please. Throw out your water bottle or take it if you haven't drank all of it.
Take all your shit and leave. Exactly.
Yes, please. Get the
You don't gotta
Please
go
return.
home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
We'll see you next week.
What the Aeon Anima said.
See you next week, and bring friends.
And weapons.
Yes, that too. Yes. See you next time. Bye.
Yo, let's raid my dude Omri.